Do, do, do. Do, do, do. Hello, hello. I'm early, so I'm going to wait a few minutes for everybody to get on. Make sure all of my windows are closed and volume is off. There. Things okay. Make sure we got everything going in the right direction. I'm just gonna keep waiting for a few minutes for some peoples to come in. I don't need the white pencil, so I'm just going to put that back. Just in case. Okay. I think I have everything I need. I'm just gonna wait some more. I wasn't scheduled to start until 9, so I'll wait. Keep putting little things away that I left out from my 7 o'clock stream. Okay. How is everybody doing? Is anybody here yet? Nobody's here yet, so we can just give it a few more minutes. Pretty papers that I need to glue to cardstock. Gonna make some ATCs with those. And I like them to be thickly backed, like this. Wow, hello, Lori's a happy girl. Woohoo! Woohoo! I knew you forgot it were Tuesday when you texted me, when you messaged me. I couldn't answer you right away. Yahoo! Phillies won. Yay! Lori's a happy girl. Lori's a happy girl. So, yay. The sheets are fantabulous. In case you didn't get my text yet, my message rather. I love the bed sheets. They're wonderful. They're soft. They're beautiful. I can't wait to use them. I just put the threadbare ones on, so wait till those get dirty. Sorry? Why are you sorry? What are you sorry about? Don't have to be sorry about anything. You're here. That's what matters. I get the messages. I have to read them later. That's all. Mm. Yes, I love them, and they're a beautiful color too. And even my PSS, my gal that helps me, she loves them. She thought they were nice and soft. She said, "Yeah, those are really nice." Oh, can hardly wait to put them on the bed. Your striper brushes, I guess that's what we want to call them. Yeah, your tiny little teeny brushes went in the mail yesterday. So you should get them by Thursday or Friday. Oh, don't even worry about that. Don't even worry about that. Like I said, I'll get the message. I won't get it until later. If it doesn't interrupt me, nobody hears the ding, or if they do, it doesn't bother them. Nobody's said anything, so. Oh, you're very welcome. You're very welcome. I got a new catnip toy for my kitty. She doesn't like it. It's a good thing I only spent 97 cents. Guess there's not enough catnip, or it's a cheap catnip or something. So my plan is to open the jar of catnip and put it in the jar so that it gets the good catnip smell all over it, and see if she'll like it better then. Yeah, it looks like it's 5 minutes into it, and yeah, and that's all right. Maybe a lot of people forgot it was Tuesday, and that's okay. We'll get started in just a few minutes. If you want to prep your page, Lori, go ahead and make your square, but make the outside edge narrow enough on your paper that you can draw on the outside of your square. Or getting something to drink, or finishing up supper, getting something to eat. Hey, what happened? You got out of focus. Get back in focus now. Thank you. Oh no, now you're out of focus again. What's the matter? There we go. Your squares are all ready. Okay, just make sure you can draw on the outside of your square, just a little skosh. Just a little skosh. Just a skosh. And I'm going to show 3 different ways of doing this. This is called bales. And as you can see, it kind of makes a little flower, a little flower, a little flower, a little flower. But it's very, very simple. It's just lines and arcs, little curved lines, straight lines and curved lines. And that's all it is. And you come up with some really interesting ideas. And you can alternate and use straight lines instead of curved lines and come out with these neat little crosses and stars, or this neat little basket weave kind of looking thing. So there'll be 3 different ways to do this. So I'm going to start by getting my square ready. Okay. So there's one square, and because I want to do it a couple of different ways, I'm going to draw 2 squares. And I'm going to leave myself enough space down here so that I can draw on the outside of my line. There. Hi, Shelby. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I got little daisies and a butterfly and some goldenrod and some more daisies and stuff over here and some buttercups. Just little flowers in the valley, field flowers. Meow, Stacy. Yay. Stacy's here. Okay, I'll back up just a little bit. We're going to start with our square that we normally start with, but make sure you leave enough room on the edge of your paper that you can draw on the outside of your line. Okay, so start with your square, but make sure you leave enough space between your squares or between your edges, the edge of your paper and your square, that you can draw on the outside of the line. Welcome, welcome everybody. And tonight we're going to do bales. Now the basic bales is this one here. And this is just straight lines and curved lines. That's all there is to it. Straight lines and curved lines. Okay, to prepare the square now, you want to divide horizontally and vertically. Whoops, horizontally and vertically. You want to divide your square in half. And then you want to divide each half in half. So you're going to make a point in the middle there and a point in the middle there. And ultimately, you're going to end up, I think, with 16 squares. I'm not very good at math. Mathematics is stupid. Don't like it. So, okay. So join your lines vertically. Not join your lines, join your points. And then join your points horizontally. And yes, you should have 16 squares. And Stacy and Shelby, I was also saying you might want to get a second square ready because I'm going to show you a couple of different ways I'm going to show you the basic way and then how to enhance it and then how to change it and by changing the shape of the line. So you'll go from making flowers to making X's. It's really kind of cool just by changing the shape of the line. So you might want to get a second square ready. You're watching and crocheting. What are you crocheting now? Oh no! Come back. Come back. A single crochet scrap twin blanket. Oh, cool. Okay. So now that we have our squares ready, I want you on the off your vertical lines. And you should have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them, 5 vertical lines. On the left side of them, I want you to draw an arc, a curved line, very close to your straight line. From each one of the boxes. So each box is going to have a little crescent circle. Very small one. Very narrow one, I should say. And you're going to do that with each vertical line, each box. And they don't have to be perfect. They don't have to be all the same exact size. You just want to get yourself a little crescent circle in there, a little crescent moon. So you go on the left side of even your right vertical line. You're going to go to the left side of your right vertical line, even though it's your outside line. So your paper should look like this so far. Then you're going to keep your paper in the same position. And on the right side of your vertical line, you're going to mirror that same line, that same crescent. So it'll go like this. Whoops, too big. too small. Oh well, we'll leave it. So all on the right side of your vertical lines. You're going to make the same crescents. And even on the outside of your outside line. So now you get these little rice looking thingies. What you want to do is rotate your paper so that your horizontal lines are now vertical. And you want to do the same thing. You want to start at the left and make your crescents on all your boxes. And then mirror them on the right. So you start on the left. Make your crescents. And make sure you get right to the point. Even though there's already something in that point, get right to it. Each little corner. These. Keep going. Gently. Slowly. Keep breathing. Don't hold your breath. Unless you're like Lori and you're working on your belly with a notebook. You gotta hold your breath because your book will move. Cream soda, yum. Okay, and now I'm going to go to the right side. And I'm going to mirror those little arcs, those little crescents. And when you get done, you're going to look like something that looks like a quilt. It's going to look like the wedding ring quilt. You're going to have all these little rice beans. Oops, not a straight line. And that's your basic bales. Very simple, right? Right, Lori? Are you still speaking to me, Lori? This was simple, wasn't it? Now, if you want it to look like this, and you want it to have these flowers in it, these little 6-petal flowers, and the 6-petal flowers share. Yes, you're moving your book? Okay. All right. So you're back to the beginning now. You get your book back at your starting place. Now you're going to go from the bottom left to the top right with another straight line in all your squares. Bottom left, top right, in all your squares. Turn the lines so that they're vertical. Needed to plug in. Uh-oh. So you turn your lines so that they're vertical, and you do the same thing. On the left side of your lines, you make that crescent. And on the right side of your line, you make that crescent. On the left side of the line, and you mirror it on the right side of the line. And you'll find that as you go, especially when you get to the second line, oops, there we go. There's a flower right there. There's a 6-petal flower. And just create these simple, soft, small little arcs. And you mirror them with each other on each the opposite side of the line. Hi, Brenda. No, no, no. You operate the spatulas. That's much more important. I'm glad you're listening, though. Welcome in. Okay. So now you have your flowers, and to really accentuate the centers of those flowers, what you're going to do now is take, well, if you can take your graphite pencil, or you can take your charcoal pencil, and you're going to go at the points of these flowers right in the center, and just ever so slightly darken in those centers. And you can even do it on the side with the half of the flower right there. Just darken in those centers. Just going along. Just making tiny little dots. I'm even going to make them on the corners here. And I help accentuate the centers of the flowers. And then I'm going to take my tortillon and I'm going to spread it out just a little bit. Just a little. just going along. I'm going to make these just a little bit bigger. Here we go. Just with a light touch. Don't need to press very hard at all. And that's bales number 2. Yeah. Now, to do bales number 3, I'm actually going to switch to my number 5 micron pen. And instead of making arches, you're going to make a half a diamond. So you're going to start again on the left side of your page, on the left side of your lines, and you're just going to make a half a diamond. Very narrow, half a diamond. And you're going to do that all the way across. Just like that. Just light pressure, not pressing very hard. You don't need to press very hard to make a mark on the paper. And then once you get the left side done, then you go back and you do the right side. Again, you make the other half of your diamond. So again, you mirror what you just did. Just gently, slowly, rhythmically. That's the Zen part. You're not trying to do this fast. You're just trying to make some little doodle, some little design, a little tangle of lines and arcs and curves. Only on this one, it's just lines, straight lines. And I'm going to accentuate my lines. Because I want them to show up in the design. There, okay. And then once we've done the design one way, turn the page, turn your square around, and again on the left side, make a half a diamond. you can see it almost starts to make an X, or if you're looking at the inside, it's starting to make that little star, little X, four-pointed star, or a little X. Or if you're looking at where the dots are, it makes almost a pinwheel. I'm off the page, aren't I? And now I'm going to go back and I'm going to do it on the right. And see, there's that little four-pointed star right in the center. It reminds me of some kind of martial arts weapon. I'm going to keep going. See, just by drawing some straight lines and some half diamonds. You come out with X's and pinwheels. And it's the same pattern, only this one has straight lines and this one has curved lines. Now I'm going to do the same thing to those center points. I'm going to take my charcoal pencil. And I'm going to deepen those center points. And I'm even going to go do the corners and around the edges. Just to accentuate those points, those middles. I'm going to take my, nope, that one's, I'm going to take this one, this tortillon. I've marked it for charcoal, my dark charcoal. All varieties are called bales. Yes, they are. They're just bales with a twist. Bales version 1, 2, and 3. And this is actually, Bales version number 2 is actually, imagine if you had the shape of a leaf. You drew the outline of a leaf and then filled it in with this. This is a great filler for those bigger spaces that you want some smaller detail in. She ate it and is asking for more. She likes cucumbers. Oh my goodness, that's hilarious. So I'm just going to smudge these out. And again, you don't have to apply a lot of pressure to get this to mark. You don't have to cramp up your hand. to do these because you don't need a lot of pressure to make a mark on the page. Just ever so slightly, ever so lightly. And there are the 3 versions. Now I want to show you a little trick with your tortillon. Mine is getting a little flat and mushy at the surface, at the tip, at the very tip. So I'm taking a very, very coarse. Hello, Jen. Hello, my voice twin. So I'm taking a very coarse, what the heck is this? Nail file. Taking a very coarse nail file. And I'm just going to file off there. And now I've got my tip back. Now I've got my tip back on my tortillon. Just a very coarse nail file. You can go in both directions to get the most of it off, but then you want to just go in one direction to form your point when you're done, to smooth it all out and form your point. Form your point when you're done. And that makes your tortillon sharp again. That's the point. Yeah. Yeah, we went from point to point all over the place here, Jan. You missed it. Center points and side points, mid points, point to point, horizontal points. Oh. Well, there's always the replay, I guess. Everybody says that. I hate it when they say that, but it's so true. There's always the replay. And I did 3 of them, and it hasn't even been an hour yet. Well, almost. Well, no, not really. Still got 20 minutes left. Or 18 minutes left. But I don't know what else to do now. I thought it would take a lot longer to do this one than it did. I know what I want to do. I want to very carefully, without erasing my shadows, I want to erase my pencil lines of my lines. My original grid work that I first made. Yeah. You missed 3. Yes, it's just different variations of this one. This was the one, and then the 2 variations of it. I actually want to try something. I'm going to try it in this empty square right here. I want to see if, I'm just going to try, oops, that's my charcoal pencil. I don't want to do that. I want to see if something came to my brain. It didn't make my 4 points, so my lines aren't even. There we go. So let's see if I do. See, I'm not making my points, so my lines are really crooked here. Okay, wait. Make my points. All right. So if I do my arcs, not my arcs, my half diamonds, I wonder if I can do another half. I do. I have room to do another half diamond in the middle of that. Ooh. So let's do a 4th one. We're going to make our diamonds. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do this because I think it will look really cool. Make the diamonds really narrow. And I bet Hi, Zena. Hello, hello, and welcome in. And I bet we're going to get a really cool design. Make your diamonds. Whoops, I forgot this line here. Make your diamonds very narrow. There's a half diamond there. And now I'll do the other side, mirroring the half diamond on the first side. I got carnival mirrors, holy cow. Okay, and then I'm going to do it on this side. And then I'm going to add one in the center, just like we did with the circular bales, with the crescents. Only I'm going to do it with the half triangle. And I bet you we're going to have some crazy looking I think my pencil is dying. Crazy looking design. Bet you it will be really cool though. Da, 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 da. I'm all excited. I'm going way too fast. I want to try this design. I want to get to it. And it's like a couple of steps away here. Almost done. And then I can get to that next design. And I bet you it's going to come out with a crazy pattern. So here we go, the half diamonds. There we go. All right, now I got my back to the beginning. I'm going to go from lower left point to upper right point. And I'm going to make those lines. Just adding those lines gives it a whole new dimension. Yeah, just adding the lines gives it a whole new dimension. And then on those lines, make another half diamond. And it makes some makes a groovy little pattern. Almost looks like a poinsettia, doesn't it? Or fractal glass. That's not a swear word, I promise. Woohoo! I did a doodle, I did a doodle. Do do do. Wow, look at how cool that looks with the diamond going sideways. Even just the line going sideways gave it a whole new dimension. Look at how cool that looks. Wow. This is without the center line and diamonds, and this is with the center line and diamonds. And it looks totally kaleidoscope. Yes. You were diving. Oh, Jen. But I want to announce my doodle. I did a cool one. That's just another take on bales. That's what we did today. We did bales, and that's another take on bales. Oh, that took us up to almost. Wow. So we did the basic. Then we did the line in the middle with the two crescents. And then, as an extra added dimension, we shadowed the center points and the corner points. Then we did the grid, the basic grid, but instead of doing crescents, we did the half diamonds. And we came out with our not periwinkles, pinwheels. Periwinkles. We came out with our pinwheels, and we came out with these X's. Or you can do the basic with an X in the middle. Yes, you certainly can. Or you can do what I did and drew a line in the center and made a diamond in the center of the square. Throwing stars. Yes, that's exactly what I was saying. It was looking like was some sort of weapon, some sort of martial arts weapon. It's a throwing star. Yes. So that's bales, and that's what we did. And then next week we'll do this one. It's called Flux. Only I'll make it look better than this. This is just my practice sheet. It doesn't look very good. But next week I'll make it look better. They trained you to see throwing stars. That's cute. Now let's see. If I take my charcoal pencil, let's see. So where are the center points? This is going to be one center point. This will be another. This will be one. It does. It looks like a poinsettia. Now that I put those points in there. Yeah. Woohoo! I'm even going to put them on the outside edge. Yeah, this one looks Christmassy. It looks Christmassy. So now that I think it looks Christmassy, let me see something here. Where are my pencils? And let me now if I really went slow and really made these even, then I could color in the background green and we'd have the poinsettias. I'll have all these diamonds be red. I'll do the oh, I know what we can do. We can do the horizontal and vertical in red. And then we can do the diagonal ones in green. Yes, do the horizontal and vertical ones in red. And the diagonal ones in green. circular saw blades at the side of it. Oh my gosh. That's a lot of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Circular saw blades. Oh my holy Hannah banana. I'm just going to finish coloring this in. Like this. And then the slanted ones are green. Oops. Oop. It's 10 o'clock. How cool does that look? Colored in red and green. Woohoo! All right, so there we are. Very Christmassy. Poinsettia. Yeah, poinsettia bales. Absolutely. Absolutely. That looks really sweet. I like it. See what I did? I did that. Yay! Well, thank you everybody for coming in and making this pleasant and enjoyable and fun. And thank you for putting up with me while I came up with a new design. You wait and watch. They probably already had their own design like this, and I'm just coming up with it now. Let's see, I'm going to do this and label it poinsettia. One T or two? Oh well, it's got two now. Blessings to you too, Jenren. Thanks for coming, everybody. Thank you, replayers. I'm glad you made it this far. Good night, everybody. Bye for now, meow. Hope to see you next week. Bye for now, meow.